Hey everybody, welcome to the vlog. Sorry I haven't quite hit the shower yet. I'm getting started early. I got a busy day. I'm about to go shave. But if you're new here, obviously these do get quite long and there may be a bunch of stuff you don't really care about or you want to watch it in a different order than I put it together. So we do time code these vlogs. There's gaps in the red play timeline down there, or you can open up the description, see a big old list of blue numbers and click on those and it'll tell you what everything is and blah, 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 blah. So jump around, watch it however you want to watch it. It's all up to you. Enjoy. That said, it is March 4th, 2024. It is 3:54 p.m. and we got what should be a pretty good one for you today. I've got to do like the whole thing today except the cocktail. It's the only thing we've pre-done. So I am going to kind of cook and create something. I have a plan. We're gonna do sort of an easier version of what I would eventually do if this goes well. So we'll get to that in a minute. We'll have a brief little medical update here in a second. Not a lot to report, all good news. And of course, we're gonna have a vacation update, not for this upcoming March Disney trip, which I'm less than 2 weeks away from, but I have started pre-booking all the fun stuff for May, so I'll update you on that. And I just wanted to show you my sweet ass shirt. That's part of why I filmed before I showered. Mary and I have a bunch of movie reviews because we are getting in the Oscar watch and we've watched a lot of things. They hopefully will be short reviews, but we'll have them. Probably unbox something, not 100% there. Small junk food taste test, of course that cocktail. And I don't know, do we do anything else? That's probably about what we got. So I guess I should get to it. I'm just trying to get on this vlog because we have to do so much. We have such a busy week coming up that we have to do pretty much the whole week of work today, except for my trailer reacts. So let's get to it, shall we? Well, let's vlog. Okay, so medical update, the good, the bad, and really no ugly. So as far as my physicality goes, everything is getting easier and better. I know this is a little bit gross, but not as gross as normal. What I have learned is basically it was an abscess and there was a fistula and blah, 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 blah. That all seems to have cleared up, except the abscess. They've left, of course, they left that open. They wanted it to continue to drain on its own until it was done. So that little rubber, I finally figured out the flossing thing. There's a little rubber ring back there. It's the only uncomfortable thing is I kind of have to move it a little bit each day so it makes sure things don't close up around it. And I only tell you that because we're going to go on something about that in a second. The last couple of days particularly, I have noticed what leakage is happening from the abscess is getting less and less. I'm having to change things less frequently. I'm waking up with less stuff to worry about and less frequent sitz baths. And the last couple of days particularly, I've really not had much pain or issue at all. Occasionally it was down to I could tell at the site if I moved weird or sat too long. I'd get a little bit of pain or whatever and I have to go redress and clean, sitz bath, blah, blah. That's not really happening now, so that's really cool. Most of yesterday and today, I feel almost normal. If that ring wasn't back there and that little site heals up, I would feel normal. So really good time there, getting in and out of the car is getting easier. Still sitting on all these pillows. I can sit on regular surfaces, but with the gauze and the stuff I'm wearing to help catch the leakage, it just feels awkward if I don't have a pillow because then it just crams a bunch of stuff into me awkwardly. So we're sticking with the pillows for now, but I've been able to start having more of a normal life again of sitting wherever normally, going out to dinner, going out shopping, all that kind of stuff. So that's been very good. Also been getting my Disney step training back in, especially these last 2 days. The weather has been fantastic. I'm just starting today, and because I did so much on the deck last night, I'm already over 10,000 steps for the day, so yay. Unfortunately, my appetite has returned, so I've been eating the problem is I have to eat so much stuff to get so much fiber, so if I don't eat something that's super fibrous, then I overeat because I have to eat the fiber stuff, which I really don't because, again, without going too into detail before, bowel stuff was problematic. It's not at all anymore. It doesn't cause any pain. It's not uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. But I had a big dinner yesterday, so I'm feeling a little bad today. It's like, what? I gained how much? Jesus Christ. So, but I'm getting the exercise going, start dieting, try to lose a little bit before this Disney trip. The only other thing I've got to report medically, because I don't think we talked about it before, I thought my follow-up visit to hopefully get this thing out of my butt was Friday, but it's gonna be like the Wednesday after, so I'm only gonna have a few days of really truly healing before I have to get on a plane and stuff, which I can do right now. I would say even in the situation I'm in right now, my biggest concern would be there's probably a few rides I couldn't get on because it would just pull me in ways that would maybe cause problems, but hopefully we'll get all that sorted. If nothing else, I get to go out there and have some fun, drink, and all that. But so yeah, so that the thing is like Wednesday, and it's at 10 a.m. And of course, the doctor only sees people on Wednesdays and only in the morning. And I'm like, well, fuck night shift people then, huh? Because essentially that's what I always tell people. It's like I'm on night hours, you know. So 10 a.m. is literally in the middle of my sleep cycle. Nothing we can do. Anyways, whatever. I just want to get in and get. It's like fine. I'll just take a late shower Tuesday. I'll just wake up and go right in, and it's your fault if it stinks back there. Anyway, so I need to change my sleep schedule up a little bit for Disney anyways, so hopefully that'll help. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are. Again, everything's getting much better, much easier, starting to return to damn normal, and still looking pretty good. So, all right, there you go. There's a medical update. Let's cook something. Okay, let's cook something in this slightly, it's a lounge fly. It is official, but it's a little tight, like right here, which is weird. I don't know, maybe it's getting looser. I do like it. We're gonna cook something. We're gonna get back into some interesting ideas. I'm trying something today. 6:21 p.m. We're gonna try what I am calling a French onion fries. Why is this sticky? What the hell? Let's use the other side. It's not sticky. So we're gonna make some French fries, and we're gonna turn French onion soup into sort of a gravy, and we're gonna top it with some extra onion elements, maybe a little Gruyere cheese. So we are going to do the cheater version of this. If I really wanted to do it, I'd make the fries from scratch, and when I toss them in a little flour, I'd also hit them with some onion soup mix, that kind of thing. We'd make our French onion soup from scratch so we could really make it a gravy, or I just have a crap ton of caramelized onions. But we're not gonna do all that. We're gonna keep this a little bit simpler, something you can easily do at home. So I got this other half a bag of my favorite pre-made frozen French fries. So we're gonna put these on a sheet. We have a can of Progresso French onion soup to play with. We got some Gruyere cheese to play with. I got a little onion packet mix here thing. We got some crispy fried onions from Frisch's, or not French's. I got some cornstarch to make a slurry. And we have some green onions. I was gonna do chives too, but of course, I went to the grocery at a weird time and they were out of chives. So this should not take too long. I've already been preheating the oven to, I don't know, 450. We might make 2 types of fries. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out as we go. Let's see how much we got. So first we want to get our fries on the pre-lined baking sheet. There's one more guy down in there. Let's go ahead and get him. This is the day I really need to diet today. This is a wrong day to do this, but I don't have plans for anything else. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's break these out into a single layer. Best we can. I'm not worried about getting it perfect. Oh, we're also gonna grab some sea salt here in a minute. Forgot to get that down. Okay. That looks good enough. I'm gonna take my ring off so I don't get too messy here. Oh, need this on standby. All right, now I'm gonna move my fries out of the way until we get them in the oven because we're still waiting on that preheat beep. Got a little pot for my soup. I'm actually gonna measure because I don't wanna do the whole can of soup for this. Do we not have an angle? Okay, it was too much of an angle for the fries. There we go. So I'm gonna do about half this can of soup in here, which is weird because what am I gonna do with the other half of the can of soup? I guess I'll cook it. But also I really wanna get some onions out of here, so let me get something to like kind of grab with from the bottom. Because I assume they're all kind of, oh, there's not a whole lot of onions in here, dang. I was kind of hoping there'd be more actual physical onions in this. So again, if I was gonna make these from scratch, I would get like a yellow, a white, a red onion, you know, dice all those up and just caramelize the hell out of a nice mixture of onions. Smells good. Almost like more like an onion jam. I'm surprised how few onions there really are in here. That's kind of crazy. Can you see? Like, I mean, having a hard time getting onions out of here. All right, and I mean, we're not doing an exact science here. about a cup, so it's about half a can. I'm gonna set that off to the side. We'll have it in case we screw up. You do it again or something. Actually, there's an onion. There we go. Okay. We're gonna heat that before we make the slurry, which is just equal parts water and cornstarch. So let me go ahead and do this onion. I also have a thing I want to try. If I remember how it goes, I meant to rewatch a video. I learned a new technique on dealing with green onions. I'm only going to deal with cutting one of these down today. These are also quite sizable. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a rinse off. And I can already tell my plan is probably not going to work. Okay, there's something about pulling off a certain leaf and you should end up with kind of a perfect onion, but you know what? I'm just gonna dice this one down. So let's throw these, let me get these back in the fridge so they're out of my way. Pardon me. You know, again, this is gonna be a really oniony dish, so I'm not too concerned about having like big chunks. I see some I don't like here. I'm gonna get rid of that. Maybe. Oh shit. There we go. Ah. Okay, fries are ready to go in. Got plenty of green onion to choose from here. Just gonna move it off to the side a bit because we're probably gonna build here. Let's see here. I'll get some heat on the soup. I meant to do that a minute ago. Ooh. We're just gonna grate cheese straight on things afterwards because I'm not gonna do a lot of the Gruyere on there. I honestly am not sure it's gonna play out. I almost wonder if I should like torch some Swiss cheese on top. That'd be tempting. I do have some Swiss cheese. All right, let's get the fries in the oven. How long do they go in there for? Excuse the back of my pants. 9 to 12 minutes. Echo. Set timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes, starting now.
Sweet. Okay, so let's get this little mix of slurry going here. There's about a tablespoon. Get a tablespoon of water. And we will mix that together. My soup's already starting to take that heat down. It's already starting to warm up. There we go. Dry down in the wet. I might actually have this part done a little too soon, to be honest. All right, I think we got our slurry pretty good mixed there. Well, you know what, I'm gonna use my French whisk. We'll use this to stir. Okay, we'll let that keep coming up to heat a little bit. What else am I doing? Am I really doing anything else? Do I want to tear up some Swiss cheese to melt in there? I don't know. Because these aren't necessarily meant to be super cheesy fries. I don't know. Nah, I think we'll keep the Swiss off. I'm trying to keep it light. Let me look for something real quick. Sorry, I'm a little off camera, but I need to check something, see if I have something that's still good and edible. I might have to dig for it a little bit, so bear with me a second. Is that you back there? You what I'm looking for? No, I think that's something else. It's high. That is not one. Oh, here, what are you? What's your date? Buddy. Expired in January 18th. That's probably still okay. We might make this happen. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, see? And I do have that, but then, yeah, you got that. Somewhere back here is... Somewhere back there is something. Is it back there? Ah. Okay. Yeah, let me grab a couple extra ingredients. Maybe we can make a couple types of fries? Yeah, fries. I know what things are called. Yeah. Heard. Okay. We might also try making some, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe I should do this whole can. No, I think that's good. Reuben fries. Very simple Reuben fries. Again, no cheese. I'm gonna get another, well, I'm gonna get a basket. So we can set up the two types of fries. And let me dig out from the back. I'm gonna get some paper sheets for these, for good pictures. So bear with me. I don't know if you can hear me all the way back here, but all right, sorry about that. So I just got, these things to tuck into the fry baskets. Oh, we got windows open. That was not me farting. I'm kind of folding these down so a little bit. I'm using my smaller baskets today. Kind of works. Doesn't really do much so you actually get some weight in there. Yes. Okay, we're about to put the slurry in that. Let me just deal with my other fry paper real fast. See what we can do here. Sure. All right, let's mix in the slurry. And let's see if that gets us there, if we need to do more. Oh, that clumped up immediately. Did it like stick to the onions? What did it do? Oh, cheese splatter. It's definitely thickening up. Kind of coated the onions. Ow. Keep working that in. This might need to get even thicker. We'll take that all the way down to a low. We're just keeping it warm now. Yeah, this was the experimental part, was like thickening up a pre-done soup. They're still pretty soupy. Is that just slurry? It's not breaking up? It might be that I just need to break this up some. Because I don't think that's onion. I think that is just the slurry got a little chunky. Maybe I should have drizzled it in. But this is why we experiment, this is why we play with things. Dang. Big old truck rolled by. Kind of trying to mush some into corners here to see if I can break that up, if that is what I think it is. It's definitely thickening up the soup enough. Are you just slurry? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So let's break those white chunks down. Yeah, I guess I probably should have just lightly poured in and while I was whisking. Still a pretty wet soup though. How long are we doing on our clock over here? We got a few minutes. As a matter of fact, they theoretically could get pulled in a few seconds if these fries are ready. I'm not sure that they are. Yeah, I think that is what happened because you can see it's getting thicker. And if you're wondering, this is a French whisk because it's longer and skinnier, so you can get in the corners better. I might need to get in here with a fork though. Just because some of this stuff is being really weird. Okay. Oh good, it has a gravy-like texture going on in the soup now. All right, probably gonna have to call it. I guess I could have just got some onion gravy. Yeah, I like that texture. I'm gonna take that heat off. Move that there. We'll come back over. Okay, let me get some sea salt down. We got about a minute left on those fries if we go the full amount of time. So I've got some flaky sea salt we can get them with, and then I can get my onion powder open. No science going on here. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's all experimental. Let me take a look at my fries. Yeah, they can go a tiny bit longer. Yeah, that extra 40 seconds should be good. I'm gonna have to set them kind of off-site though. I'll try to give you a flash of them. But I'll build the baskets over here once I put some fries in there. We gotta tear up some pastrami since we're gonna make the two types of fries. And I guess I also need to be careful about my seasoning then. Let's see. Let's do, a little something here. Real quick, I got 15 seconds. Cole needs a bit of a wipe out, something stayed behind. Okay, all good. Okay. I'm gonna pull these fries. Echo, dismiss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are looking pretty good. So let's see. See if we can get about half of these in here. Oh, that's a mistake. Hold on, let me do this by hand. Whew. It's getting hot even through the, oh shit. Okay. I'm just gonna toss these just in some sea salt. We're gonna put those in one basket, and that can be the pastrami fries. All right, now let's get the rest of these fries in this one. All right, a little more sea salt. Some left in the thing, so you don't want to, oh shit, you don't want to over salt them. Hit it with some of this onion mixture. Smells good. All right. Okay, so we got those in there. Let's go ahead and, where's that? Shoot, I should have had this right here. Let's go ahead and grate some cheese on there. Take that block out. I'll do some more here in a second. All right, let's see. I guess I could have used a spoon here, but let me get rid of this fork that's in my way. Whisk this up a little bit more. That's too much. Whisk a little more cheese on top of that. Or grate, I should say. Okay, some crispy onions. Kind of crumbling them up in my hands a little. Okay, and some green onion. Nice little bits of white in. Get a little more of these whites down here. Okay, that is one order of onion fries. We'll come back to that. Let's see about building up these pastrami fries real quick. Let's see, first we want to get some pastrami in here, and I haven't opened this. It's this. Need to get Mary called in here too. Okay, start with one slice. We're just gonna tear it up and throw some chunks in. We might toss the fries around a little bit. I'll do like 2 chunks here. Try and incorporate some of that meat down into it. And another piece of pastrami. Sorry, this was a kind of a later thought. This would probably also be better if I had done my own like corned beef or something and, you know, chunked it more appropriately. We got Kraft Thousand Island. Okay. And let's hit this with some boar's head sauerkraut. Trying to get some of the drier bit out. So it doesn't sog the fries too bad. And maybe just a little bit more. Okay, those are also looking fantastic. Okay. All right, let me call Mary. We'll get some close-ups and some taste tests. Oh, what is that? That's probably something good. Okay. These actually look pretty good. All right, let's do it. All right, so I snagged Mary, and while I taste test, maybe she can. But let's thumbnail these. Ooh. Let me do just hold on. I'm gonna do a little more thumbnail just in case, because I'm not sure which side edge is better, but. All right.
Okay, hopefully that'll do.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I'll find something.
I got you at some upper and lower angles, so.
All right. Well, let's try getting a good bite of the French onion fries first. Let's get some fries. It's definitely got some cheese in there. Little green onion. Some gravy. Oh, that's pretty damn good. Okay. That is definitely a different flavor profile than I'm used to. Granted, the gravy is sogging them a little bit, but I mean, that's going to happen with a gravy. Oh, that's very good. Would you like to try these and I'll jump over the others?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, this probably could be better if it's like all original ingredients, but for what this is, that's pretty tasty.
Does it look like I got a little bit of everything?
Yeah, see some onion. Yeah, you get some, yeah. I like that.
That is pretty tasty.
Oh my God.
I probably regret eating a whole thing of them, but it's tasty.
Well, yeah, that's also why I spread this into two different things. Do you want more or are you good? Yeah, you can, because I don't need to eat this much of all this too. Plus, those are probably the lighter calorie ones. These other ones, all that Thousand Island is. But yeah, that mix of like the green onions and the onion soup, that little touch of cheese, the onion powder, the crispy onions in there. Some really good stuff. I'm gonna have another bite of this and then I'll go over to the other.
Fork for the Reuben?
Sure. I wasn't gonna, but sure. Yeah, it really sogs up the fries. I will say that. But that is fucking good. I'm gonna get some water.
Oh, good idea. I don't have any water.
Well, let me get my bite in and then I'll give you a chance to go get some if that's right.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Whatever. Crap, I didn't look for addresses. I think we're okay.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
All right, let's do this here. Let's get some Thousand Island, some sauerkraut, some the pastrami. Ah, shit, missed the sauerkraut. Fell off. Dang it. Dang it.
Maybe I should have gotten a bigger fork.
No, I got, there we go. Small bite, bit of bite. That is pretty good. I think I like these better. I think these are more interesting. But this is good. The thing is, it's pretty much just Thousand Island is a little...
Overpowering?
It's the main flavor. I'm not really getting a lot of the other flavors. That is very good, though. Also, I probably should have warmed up the pastrami.
Oh, you didn't want... Okay.
It was an afterthought. Didn't think it through. Okay, I'll let you get some water. I'll give some beauty shots, unless you're just going right to it.
I'm just going to go right to
All
it.
right.
I feel like...
Those
what
are...
it tastes mostly is salt.
Those are very good, but it's pretty much a Thousand Island bomb. The onion ones, I think, are something definitely unique and interesting. Yeah, this is a little harder to get the bite, too.
But it still tastes like a Reuben.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's really good. I would absolutely devour that in a restaurant. But I think between the two, I think the French onion wins for me. Just again, more so because it's different.
Well, it's got a very strong salt profile, which is almost always something you're looking for when you're dealing with fries.
True. Yeah, I think the onion fries would definitely hit harder if it's late night drunk food. Although the pastrami ones would hit pretty good too.
This is a good... Actually, I would consider this almost more of a lunch thing.
I could see that. Yeah.
Like if you want a smallish lunch rather than...
Yeah.
But it's still not healthy for you.
Well, no, we don't make healthy food yet. We made hummus a couple weeks ago. All right, well, there you have it. Mary actually likes both of my concoctions. Like, actually likes them. So I'm not, it's not just me.
It helps that you didn't make them spicy as fuck.
Well, yeah. See, sometimes I try to make things you like. All right, well, I'm gonna go eat these because yum, yum. And y'all saw how easy that was, so feel free. Although I'm gonna make a much fancier version of this going forward. Junk food taste test time.
That's not all junk food.
Well, that's true. We actually have a healthy snack and then some not so healthy snacks, but not a lot today. So we're gonna start with the healthy snack, which I almost bought, but I didn't because I hear from Mary enough. I've heard so much in the last few years that I need to stop buying cereal because I never eat it, and then she ends up having to eat it. She's right. I went to the grocery recently. I found something. It's like, ooh, that sounds really good. I'd really like to get that. And then I heard Mary's voice in my head saying, you're not going to eat it. Why are you buying it for? I thought, yeah. So then I came home and told her about it because I wanted to be proud about, look, Mary, I've learned to listen to you about one thing. And then I told her what it was. She's like, ooh, actually, that would have been pretty good. So I went back to the grocery for other stuff, and they had it. So we're going to taste test some Cheerios. Maple Cinnamon Hearty Nut Medley Cheerios. We got our Cheerios cereal, we got some flakes, we got some almonds and some pumpkin seeds. See, that's what's interesting to me. Plus, excellent source of fiber, which I'm doing the fiber thing right now more because I kind of like doing it. Because with my medical stuff, it turns out that was never really part of my problem. It's just where they gave me the wrong diagnosis initially that we thought, so.
Or you were getting very little fiber.
I was. Well, again, I had gone on I had gone on more of a protein diet, like getting rid of carbs, and that meant I didn't think about it, but that basically knocked all the fiber out of my diet. So I'm just trying to be better about that now. Especially because I was losing so much weight, but the last few days have been rough on me, and I really got to get it back down to where it was in the next 2 weeks. I have goals. I want to lose a certain amount by every Disney trip.
No, pour some into a little bowl? Or...
No, that's too much. Oh, Jesus, how much did you need to get out, girl?
I just want some much. I was trying to make sure I got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I see what you're saying. I'm not so sure I did.
I got at least one pumpkin seed.
Yeah, I don't know that I got any pumpkin seeds.
They're probably like all at the bottom.
Ah, shit.
I don't think I got any almonds either. It's probably like all at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, well. It looks pretty good.
Smells good.
Ooh, it does. That maple cinnamon. Get some marshmallows. I'm about to make cereal bars.
That won't be bad.
That'd be pretty good. Oh, this is really tasty. Just from the flakes and the Cheerios. I want to have more of that. I'm not going to, but I want to. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to get what I accidentally spilled down into the box out. I guess I'll eat that.
So you can see there are actually pumpkin seeds and almonds in there. It's not, you can barely see any on this side though. So
Yeah, there might not be that many, and they might not be that well distributed.
But the bulk of it is pretty tasty.
Yeah, I like that. And that'd be pretty interesting as a cereal bar, I think. Which I assume I just melt down some marshmallows, mix in the cereal, pour it in a dish like Rice Krispie Treats, and let it cool.
Yeah. Maybe add butter to Rice Krispie Treats, don't you?
You might. I don't know. I haven't made them in forever, so. All right. Do what?
Never mind, I found one.
Ah.
Looks like I
Yes. So for our next taste test, we're gonna try Mr. Beast bars. Mary is not looking, which is fine, but I showed this one. Okay, this is for reference. Because we do have the new formula bars. I just wanted to mess with people for a minute. So I did find a milk chocolate and a peanut butter in my Kroger, but they also still had the original Mr. Beast bars, and everybody's raving about how the new formula of Mr. Beast is so much better and delicious. One problem. Mary and I really like the original formula, right?
Yeah.
Like I have bought multiple Mr. Beast bars. The almond bars had like 14% of your daily fiber in a candy bar. I was like, what? I can eat a candy bar and be healthy? So we're gonna have a little bit of this just as a reference point.
So this is the old formula.
Yes, this is the original formula. That's more like a chocolate liqueur. I have no idea what they've changed in the new formula. I don't really know what to expect, but I know it doesn't have as much fiber. So I kind of broke us a couple little pieces here.
Oh, the share piece.
Oh, good. Good job. I did it on purpose. Let's make out while we eat chocolate. I really like that. Again, wildly different from like your Hershey's or whatever. I really like it. I mean, the milk chocolate one's probably my least favorite. I think like the almond ones were great. D's Nuts was great.
This tastes more like a dark chocolate than milk chocolate.
The sea salt one. Well, this is just original chocolate. I'm sorry if I said milk chocolate. That was my bad. It was what they call their original chocolate.
And it tastes good. I do notice that it's not nearly as melty as chocolate usually is.
Yeah, it takes a little bit. Yeah, which I kind of like. You can kind of eat on it, you know. Oh.
What?
No, never mind. All right, so now let's compare that to the milk chocolate Feastables bar, which is definitely thicker. Is it going to be more square-like?
And the
Oh, yeah.
The old formula only had 4 ingredients in it.
Yeah,
looks
which
like has significantly more.
Yeah, and these are actually kind of more like chocolatey squares. I'll look at that in a second. Which is still pretty light in ingredients. Oh, well, that is pretty good. You got your milk chocolate, which, oh, hold on, sugar, whole milk powder, cocoa butter, unsweetened chocolate, lecithin, or lecithin, how do you say it, and vanilla extract. Oh shit, that is pretty good.
I like the other one better.
I think I like the other one a little bit better too, but this is pretty good. But my thought about this is, it seems a lot closer to like an actual Hershey's bar. It doesn't seem as far removed.
Yeah.
But it is quite tasty. I like this enough I would probably buy it again, but I don't think I would be as excited because, like I said, with the original, I feel like, oh, it's something different, you know?
Yeah.
This, I feel like it's very good. It's just a little bit more of the same of what's already out there.
Yeah.
But that might also be just because it's straight up milk chocolate. We'll see how the peanut butter goes, and then who knows? Maybe, you know, some of the other bars. I don't know what other bars he's made right now. I need to get to a Walmart or somewhere where they have a larger selection. And
This one's already kind of broken up a bit.
that's fine. But it is very good. It is very good. But I'm with her. I do think I like the original formula slightly. But again, we're the weirdos that apparently really like the original formula. Did you need me to do it? I mean, do you need an expert? One of us has opened up more candy than the other.
I got it. Crap. It's still... Okay, are these smaller squares? Oh, that just disintegrated. So it's definitely got peanut butter on the inside.
Yeah, can I have and see what's happening here? Okay, you open. How did you? Oh, what did you do?
I fucked up.
Okay, there. I got me an actual square out.
Try a whole square here.
There's a lot of peanut butter in that little square.
be honest, I'd rather have a Reese's cup.
It's definitely different from a Reese's. Reese.
But we're talking basically peanut butter and chocolate, yeah.
It doesn't have that distinctive Reese peanut butter, but that is a pretty good peanut butter.
Yeah, again, I'd rather have a Reese's cup.
Well, I mean, if you want a Reese cup, yeah, because that's much more peanut butter forward. I think this is a nicer, well, not a nicer, but it's a more equally balanced peanut butter and chocolate. Whereas Reese seems to be very peanut butter with just the right amount of chocolate. This seems a little bit more 50-50.
Maybe, but
Good. Take the corner maybe.
If you offer me that or a Reese's cup, I'm going to take a Reese's cup. That's all I'm saying.
Well, in that scenario, I would agree. But this is pretty tasty. I would eat this.
I would.
Okay.
I'd rather spend my calories on something else.
Oh, well, that's me with candy in general. But, I like this. But between the two,
I
don't know. Yeah, I just kind of want the original. I would like to try an almond version of the new one. Hopefully he still has like that almond sea salt thing, because that was a really good combo. But I gotta say, I find now, it was something that was unique and different and stood out on its own. Now it just feels like the same old with his branding on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, if it's working for more people, that's fine. But yeah, for us, we're the weirdos. We like the original, so. Not that this is at all bad. It's still, it will get eaten and enjoyed, but. Like I said, it's just kind of the same as a lot of other stuff, really. If we had all the things to side by side, maybe I'd find some subtle differences, but it's not as wildly different as the original recipes were. Oh well, can't win them all. It's not like he's not winning in plenty of other ways in life, so I apologize, Mr. Beast. I was gonna be like, what his last name is, but it's like, I don't know what Jimmy's last name is. I know him as Jimmy or Mr. Beast. Personally, we're really good friends. That's a lie. Don't tell him, Jimmy. Let him think we don't know each other. Or do we? Or maybe that's a lie. Or maybe I'm lying about lying. Or maybe none of it's a lie. Do you even know what's real anymore? All right. I think some more stuff happens after this. I don't even know. I lost my damn mind. Hey there, folks. We're very cute. One of us is cuter than the other. All right, listen, I got lazy. I don't want to do a complicated, fancy unboxing, but I found something fairly simple, and guess what? It's still Disney related. Not that it has to be, but I'm excited for it to be Disney related. We have this empty red box. Gee, what is this? Oh, it's Disney Showcase. Oh, it's whatever that says, because I can't read it from the camera.
Disney traditions.
Ooh.
I think.
So this is going to show you what it is, and ignore the price, because it ain't what I paid. I got a really good deal on this. Nothing in the bottom. So this was like, I think this was on sale for $59. It's normally $60.99. It was on sale for $50.99, but there was also a 50% off or something like that. I've had this for a few months and haven't opened it. But I got this for like, basically, if I recall, it's like $25 or $30. I was like, oh.
You got it before Christmas, I think.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably back in Halloween. Well, they had Christmas ones up too. So it's probably, well, oh, that's right. You know what it was? Because I bought this when I was looking for gifts for like you and your mom. Mm-hmm. And I told myself, I'm buying this and either I'll give it to her mom or I'm keeping it for myself. I hadn't decided. And then I found a bunch of other stuff for her mom, so I kept it because I want this. So I'm just gonna pop this bad boy open. And there's gonna be some messy styrofoamy stuff. Some static. I'm desperately trying to not have the styrofoam fly everywhere, but I'm failing.
You can see all the wispies on the what, styrofoam?
Oh yeah, like and it's just like from their shelf. Okay, I don't know that I'm even gonna bother putting it back in the box, like, cause this styrofoam is just so gnarly. Let me put this back in. But
Cute.
it is very cute. Cause before they had them as an open display box too, and I didn't really get a good look at them until now.
You want to show them off?
Yeah. Thank you. So, yeah. We got us a vampire Stitch. I forgot we've been watching the Lilo and Stitch animated series. I would love to get to watch some more of those. I doubt we will until after Oscar. I miss happy movies. Some stuff down there. Yeah, he's got a nice heft to him too. Like, he's not super heavy, but you know, he doesn't feel like it's just gonna blow over.
Yeah.
The paintwork looks really nice. I like the cloak he's wearing. Got some tag stuff here. Oh man, this new iPhone actually understands that sometimes we want it to not focus on our faces, and I like that. I don't know what's the crosshatch on his tummy though.
It's part of the style that this guy does.
Okay. I don't mind it.
It's like a folksy type, I want to say folksy Norwegian type thing, but I could be wrong.
The little pumpkin down here is really cute.
Because I've seen that have a lot more of that kind of pattern on their bodies, so...
Vamp 626. Vampire 626. Nice. Handmade in Cambodia. Whenever it was a holiday. And if the song is now running through your head, you're welcome.
Can I see?
Yeah. Oh! You take a look at him for a second, because I just realized I got something else I'm going to kind of show real fast that's not really related. But I should mention it, and then maybe talk about it next week. So something Mary said was asked if I was going to do an unboxing, but I was like, there's hardly anything to unbox. But I should show that. Guess what I got? Yeah. I also got a case. That's a pretty good case. Got it on Amazon, in case you're wondering. So, quick story. I happened to notice, that Best Buy was offering pre-orders for store pickup. I got the go-ahead to order one, but I was debating. I waited too long. They sold out. But then they brought back orders for... No, I'm sorry. That was shipping. Then they brought back orders for in-store pickup, and I managed to get on one. And my case showed up Saturday. And I was like, it's a bummer, I'm still gonna have to wait a week to get my actual portal. And I thought, well, you know what, I'm bored. Let me check like Target and GameStop. GameStop had them. I did an in-store pre-order for pickup from my phone. Waited about an hour and a half or so. And then they canceled it. Fuck. Tried to call. Of course you couldn't get anybody. It's busy. They were Saturday. I was like, you know what, Dad, let's just run over there. Let's just run over there and see. They had them, and I got one. Which is good, because I had to re-sign up for Pro to get one, which I don't mind if I actually go over there and use those monthly $5 certificates. You definitely get your money back. But sometimes I forget. I'm not going to forget now. I want that money back. But I have one. I will tell you more about it next week. I barely had any time with it. When I get a good connection, it's great. But I'm having an issue specific time at night. But that may be on me. I got to futz a whole bunch of settings around on things. So that's why I don't want to talk about it too much now. Just letting you know, I got one. And I'm very excited because when it does work, it is awesome. Okay. I think that's it.
All right.
Almost done. I mean, you got more vlog to watch, but we're almost done filming it, so enjoy. All right, so we're going to do some movie reviews. We've been finally catching up on Oscars. For those of you that have followed us for a long time, you know, award the cutest kitty goes to 80-bit. That typically we like to, or I force her, try to watch every single Oscar-nominated everything we possibly can, including shorts, documentaries, foreign films, all of that. She rarely gets to all of that, but she gets through a lot. Because of the things I've been going through this year, I have fallen way off of that, so the plan was just to at least get through the Best Pictures. Turns out, by watching the Best Pictures, we will have seen the vast majority of other categories as well, so that's helping out. But we saw Barbie in the theater, we saw Oppenheimer in the theater, of course you can go back and watch those reviews, we loved them. But now we've gotten through 5 more so far we're going to talk about, hopefully in these short reviews here. And starting with Friday night, we watched Poor Things from The Lagos, Lanthimos. I'm just going to say right now, I still haven't seen 3. Are we sure there's not 11 nominated? I still haven't seen Killers of the Flower Moon, Holdovers, or American Fiction, which we're going to go watch tonight. But Poor Things, hands down, easily my absolute pick. If I was voting, that would be what I vote for, because that is cinema. It's unique, it's weird, it's different. and give Emma Stone all the damn Oscars and category because she was incredible in it. And I don't just mean for all the nudity. And there's a lot, by the way, if you're looking for it. You want to see her naked a lot.
Is it American?
But yeah, there's some weirdness, there's some grossness. I mean, I was looking for your general thoughts real quick, and then I'm going to give some specifics without spoilers.
I enjoyed it. I'm undecided as to whether or not I enjoyed it more than Barbie.
That's fair. Well, I think Barbie is easily the most rewatchable of all the films, for sure. But yeah, one of the things I love is, and this is not a big spoiler, but there's a big chunk in the beginning that's in black and white, and it looks like it is straight out of the Universal monster movies of the 30s.
Yeah.
The cinematography is fantastic. Keep wanting to say William H. Macy, which is not right at all.
I've been... Yeah,
I know him. Why? Willem Dafoe. Love him. Love his makeup. Mark Ruffalo comes in. He is awesome in it. There's such visual style and unique world building in this that it's amazing.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of my mutant fans say it's just a fancier version of Frankenhooker. That's not true at all. I mean, there's some prostitute stuff, but I mean, it's nothing like the plot of Frankenhooker.
No, it's not.
Did you see Frankenhooker?
I saw parts of it when they were showing on Joe Bob.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I mean, everything of this is just an absolutely mesmerizing, awesome good time, and one that I would rewatch. Maybe not as easily or frequently as a Barbie, but man, just from start to finish, title cards and all, just enthralling.
It reminded me a lot of Terry Gilliam stuff.
I could see that, but in a way that I like it, because I'm not usually a huge fan of Terry Gilliam. Although I need to give him a new chance, because maybe I'll like him now in my later in life, my older age. Such a grown-up now. I don't know. I was being a Oogie Burger. Give me.
Right then. I think it's safe to say if you like the lobster and the favorite. Is he another one?
I know. I think he did, but I think is it Killing of a Sacred Deer, which we didn't get around to seeing. Let me look real quick, since because this is the one we're going to talk about the most, because this is the one we like the most of everything we've seen so far. Oh yeah, I meant to get that earlier. Yorgos is Greek. Yeah, it's got to be cut off. Just keep it on the black side. That way it's less noticeable. Looking for his... Okay, Poor Things, The Favorite. Oh, Dogtooth we never saw. And Killing of a Sacred Deer. And Nimic and Alps and Bleed. I guess he had some others. Maybe they're shorts, but... Yeah, I need to deep dive the rest of his filmography. I love this movie.
Or they may be foreign films.
I hope it does... currently I'm thinking production design, all kinds of stuff. Obviously, when we do our Oscars vlog, I'll put more of my actual thoughts into all that, but... Really, really good time. Highly recommended.
Yeah.
Especially if you like weird. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
It's a weird, whimsical, but whimsical. Like, why are we like this?
Yeah, I mean, it has some things to say and some interesting explorations through a very strange lens of bizarreness and wonderful sex's awesome attitude. So, jealousy, not so much. Okay. Want to move on?
Yeah, we move on.
Yeah, love Poor Things. Moving on. All right, next up, Saturday, we started the marathon 3 Oscar pictures of depressing sadness, mostly. So we started with Anatomy of a Fall.
Oh, yeah. Why? That's the question. Why was it nominated?
I was going to suggest that. I liked it well enough. I'm glad I saw it. I don't need to see it again. I was hooked on the courtroom drama of what is the truth. Yeah, like she was dozing on this one.
And normally I love courtroom drama, but this was like, oh God, I can't even.
Well, it's also French and very quiet for 2.5 hours, and really could have had half an hour shaved off, in my opinion. Tightened up a bit.
Yeah, there's almost no music in this thing.
And like no real sound design going on. Then it's soft-spoken French, soft-spoken English. But I really just wanted to know the story. And then I got to admit, without spoiling anything, when you do get the conclusion, I found it to be kind of overwhelming. It's like the movie's just going on and building up to it, and then, it just kind of happened? Oh, okay. It was interesting seeing some of the politics of courtrooms in I guess, France.
Yeah.
Some things were very aggravating. Like, you can't make that argument. That's not a valid argument about, creators and their creations in real life and how much of that really matters, especially when you're talking about a murder case. Performances were fine, but again, I think early in the movie there's some really good stuff and a very annoying song that I still can't get out of my head. Even though I kind of liked it, you just hear it so damn much.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's the cinematography, everything is good. Although I will say there are some weird filmmaking choices to me because at times it goes into almost a found footage, but it's kind of randomish. Like I, at least in my one viewing, couldn't fathom what they're trying to say with the filmmaking when they go to that style over the style of the bulk of the movie. So it didn't click with me. I didn't catch it. And I'm with her. I'm like, it's a very good movie. The only theory I have why it was nominated is you are talking about a bunch of old white people doing the nominations, and they're probably very tired of the youthful, loud, bombastic action comic book movies of today. So they're like, oh, this one has some quiet and some room to breathe. Oscars. It's like...
It's like I compared it to, what was it, My Drive or whatever?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but it was the Asian...
it's Japanese.
Japanese, thank you.
Best nomination from like what, last year or the year before?
It's like Drive My Car or something like that. Yeah, we were kind of baffled. Like, I mean, it's a fine movie, but why is it here? We don't quite get it. So that's my thoughts on Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. All right, and then right after Anatomy of a Fall, because I thought we were going to watch something lighter after, we'll get to that, we watched Maestro, Bradley Cooper's film.
Yeah.
I very much like this. I really like this. It was definitely different than what I was expecting.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's just that it kind of went back and forth on whether or not it wanted to be almost fantastical or not.
I could see that it did like border on the line because there are some of that stuff, some of those awesome transitions where like the camera's on top and they're running in one place and you go under an archway and now they're in another place and some real interesting artistic stylings there.
Yeah.
Changes from black and white to color.
There's during their they have a way of fast forwarding through the courtship, which is very interesting.
Yeah, especially considering that's kind of what the movie's about. I was going to come back around to that, but go ahead.
Yeah. But again, that's that weird fantastical element that sometimes gets thrown in. And if you know what you're looking at, it's brilliant. But if you haven't been paying attention, you're going to be like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, you kind of maybe miss some things. Yeah, I think my thing is I was kind of expecting more of a traditional biopic, something that, you're going to see this guy's life from start to finish, Leonard Bernstein. And you're gonna, go through the dark times and there's gonna be sadness and overcoming and whatever. And then we go to they die, blah, blah, blah. It's really not about that. It's not even so much about Leonard Bernstein's life or career that much. They kind of talk about it. Some things happen, but this movie really is just about that relationship between him and the woman. I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting names, actors, and characters. But I wouldn't worry about it because that'll just slow us down. We're just gonna move on. They know who I'm talking about if they know the movie. I will say the lady who played the love interest is fantastic, and I hope she's not Oscar nominated too because she could certainly be a contender. And Bradley Cooper is enigmatic, not enigmatic. What am I looking for? Charismatic.
They did a good makeup job on him.
Yeah, and I mean he's so charismatic in this and lovable. So I really appreciated him, and the music was nice. I did like kind of the dance scene and all that. Yeah, you were drifting off again. And I thought the pacing was good and everything. I think my only thing is I came out of it like, I kind of expected a lot more hills and valleys of drama in there than I really got. It was fairly straight in that. I mean, there's some of the bad stuff or whatever. Maya Hawke shows up for a little bit as one of the kids and all that. So I did really like it. But again, I think it's one of those like I love A Star Is Born, and that movie is dark and hard to watch, but I can watch it over and over because it is just an excellent movie and has an excellent soundtrack. This is one that doesn't have that darkness, so it should theoretically be easier for rewatches, but I don't necessarily see that I'm not like super excited to go rewatch that.
Well, because it's not that it's bad, it's not that you dislike it, it's just that there's not a whole lot, I feel like, to be gotten from a second viewing.
Yeah, that's fair.
And when you have all the crap ton of content out there.
And all the other things we still desperately need to see for the first time.
Yeah, so... I mean, there's some movies I would love to watch again that I may never, ever, ever actually watch again.
Hell, I was thinking there's some things I may need to watch in time for Oscars, and it's like, shit, if Mary doesn't watch it with me, who knows if she'll ever get to watch it, like the creator. So...
Yeah.
All right, anyways, that's Maestro.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I agree.
Okay, so then rounding out our third film for Saturday, because I had to start booking Disney stuff, we got to it a little bit later than I wanted, and we didn't necessarily want to do a 2-hour movie after midnight, so we went ahead and watched The Zone of Interest.
Which we started MST on.
No,
hard-
well, we thought we would at the
beginning.
very, very beginning, although I very quickly did make the joke of, I don't know that we should be making MST commentary over Nazis and the
It's like,
tragedies.
no, we're allowed to make fun of Nazis.
Yeah, no, that part for sure. But, and I will say this, I certainly liked this one more than you did.
Yeah, for sure.
And I can't say that I loved it.
I drifted off in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, and I also have some problems with it. And also, too, I don't know what's with the subtitles on that one. They chose to use a very small font in pure white over a lot of black and white imagery
Well,
with no drop shadow, no stroke or anything.
It wasn't subtitled, it was closed captioned.
No, it was subtitled.
I'm pretty sure.
No, closed caption would also tell us sound effects and things
are you
like
sure?
that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's, yeah. Anyway, so that was weird right out the gate. The other thing is, I don't love that this movie, I get what it's trying to do, and it's not necessarily saying that they are good people or anything, but it certainly kind of humanizes Nazis, and I think that's bullshit, and that should not be, even if you're gonna make the movie, like, don't fucking celebrate that with Oscar nominations. Granted, that wasn't necessarily the point of the movie, but I was bothered by that the whole time through. But I was more bothered by what is great about the movie, which is it is just a slice of life movie, but it happens to be about the guy who is responsible for making Auschwitz and places like that more efficient. And just the fact they live behind the camp and there's constant, like, great sound design, this constant unnerving horror surrounding it all, of seeing the smokestacks in the background and occasionally hearing distant gunshots and shouting and cries and screams while everybody's just going on about their normal business and their normal days.
Or the fact that, they'll just casually acquire things.
Yeah, or like the one kid, and I think this is in the trailer, so not a big spoiler, he's just collecting teeth. Or the lady trying on the fur coat. These are things from the trailer I'm trying not to spoil beyond that.
Yeah.
There is something at the end I'm not going to talk about. I thought was a neat juxtaposition of seeing a certain location in a couple of time periods. It's like the one time they do it. Sorry, it might be a little too much to say, but I thought...
That was a swerve.
Yeah, but I thought that was kind of a nice capper to the end of it. Again, it is a very quiet, very slow movie that doesn't necessarily have too much of a plot, per se. And I'm not sure the entire intention of it, but I do think that, because I don't think the intention was to humanize the Nazis at all, but I do think the thing they nailed was that just unnerving, overarching horror of what's going on in the background the entire time.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, and I thought it was beautifully shot. So even though I didn't love it, I did find myself very early becoming mesmerized by the movie and totally enthralled in it. But again, it's definitely one of those movies, I saw it, I don't need to see it again.
Yeah.
So that's where I come from on the zone of interest. I think you kind of know.
I kind of.
No, I was saying I think they kind of know where.
It's like, I was like, I can't say I cared for it.
And that's fair. It's subjective. Remember that, people. All movies are subjective. There is no objectivity at all when it comes to art.
I'm sitting here at the very beginning going like, Hansa Manos had better pacing in the beginning of this movie.
She did. Like, I like Manos. So you can't call it objectively bad, because people out there like it. Sorry, I just wanted to... okay, so that's our thoughts on Zone of Interest. We got one more to tell you about this week. All right, so then last night, Sunday night, again, we were going to watch Holdovers or American Fiction, but I thought, well, we got a shorter one. Let's watch Past Lives. So we watched Past Lives. And yet again, I've got another movie where it's like, I'm glad I watched it, but I don't ever need to see that again.
Yeah, it's
a little
good.
slow, a little quiet. At least an interesting idea with some cool stuff going on.
And the thing is, I'm not sure I would have given it an Oscar nom. Not for Best Picture.
Right.
I could see the...
Maybe screenplay, because it got that.
I would almost say maybe actor and actress, just because it felt very real.
Yeah, almost.
It felt like the weird... it felt like the weird sort of online relationship that... I had a few of those kind of like that back in the day. So I was kind of like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, dudes crushing a little harder than the ladies into kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like the White American Husband. I like the thing, and I think there's kind of a scene of it in the trailer where he's talking about, if this was a Korean drama, I'd be the bad guy, all that kind of stuff. And their relationship, their marriage felt very real. Their conversations, the sort of way they would pick at each other. But also, I like the confidence they had in one another of like, we're good, so I'm not worried about it. There's no jealousy, there's no weirdness. And even what little weirdness, if there is, they just talk about it, So I thought all that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But again, I don't... For me personally, I didn't really get a point out of it. I mean, I can see a point to it, but I didn't get a point out of it in the sense that, like, this story does nothing to move any kind of my needles or meters. Like, for me, like, it means nothing to me. I don't have an investment in these people necessarily, or what they're struggling with or going through. The Korean dude, it's like, bro, like, get over it. 24 years is a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I can understand. I guess I can relate slightly because I had a similar thing, but I don't think mine went past the first 10 or 12 years before I finally came to terms with, like, what am I doing? Still crushing on a childhood relationship thing, So, yeah, again, just kind of a
Yeah.
But now we got 3 left. Killers of the Flower Moon, which she may or may not get to because she may not have time because how busy the week is. I am looking forward to it because I know it's going to be good. I just dread it because I know how long it's going to be, and I know how Scorsese movies are pretty messed up in a good way. But we're hopefully going to watch American Fiction tonight, and we got The Holdovers we'll get to. And then I hope to watch some of the other things like maybe May, December, Rustin. I don't know if I get to Color Purple. I need to watch The Creator.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, have I ever actually watched a Scorsese movie?
Oh, you have to have watched a Scorsese
I don't think I have.
Gangs of New York.
Okay, I think I saw part of that.
There was something recently that we had to watch because it was in the time we've been doing Oscar movies. It was Martin Scorsese filmography. Let's play a fun game to wrap this up. All right, I'm not going to do all of them, but here we got, Goodfellas.
Nope.
Okay, one of the few good mafia movies I like. Taxi Driver.
Nope.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, I haven't seen that
I
one yet.
did see that
The
one.
Irishman.
I did not see that.
Did you skip that? Okay, Shutter Island.
Did not see that.
The Departed.
Did not see it.
Raging Bull.
Did not see it.
Neither of us saw Silence. Casino with Joe Bob Briggs.
I don't know if I've seen that or not.
Okay. Gangs of New York.
Yeah, I think I saw at least part of it.
Mean Streets. Sorry.
Nope.
Shark Tale.
What?
Maybe.
He directed Shark Tale?
I don't think maybe.
That can't be right.
I know. Hugo. He did direct Hugo.
I don't think I saw that.
I didn't see that either. The Aviator.
Nope.
That was good. Cape Fear, the remake.
Nope.
Last Temptation of Christ.
Nope.
King of Comedy.
Nope.
After Hours.
Nope.
Why is Maestro in here? Oh, he's a producer. Maybe he was a producer on Shark Tale.
That may have been.
He's probably done some others, but yeah, it sounds like you have not seen much of his at all then.
Because he keeps picking topics I don't really give a fuck about.
That's part of my problem with him. Like, he's an expert filmmaker. His films are beautifully made, but like she said, that's a good way to say it. A lot of times his top, especially because he does so many like kind of mafia type movies, I don't care. It's just not a genre I really care for. But again, not knocking him at all. He is absolutely deserving of his career and his praise, and he's fantastic. Mm-hmm. I've never been disappointed when I watched one of his movies.
I said I would probably be okay with Killers of the Flower Moon. It's just, why does it have to be 3.5 fucking hours?
That is, even for me, that is pretty excessive. I'm like, if it's 3.5 hours, there better be Navi in it. But anyway, so that's where we're at with Oscar Watch. Next week we will, because we aren't going to live stream this year. Just too much going on. But we will do kind of our reactions to it again. And we got lucky this year that after I started looking at it, it's like, oh, the vast majority of everything in the other categories are Best Picture nominated. So we are actually seeing a lot more this year than I thought we would. So, all right, that will do it for this week's movie review section. It's been very awesome sitting upright and watching movies, though. It's very nice. Oh, also next week we had to cancel Dune 2 this week because of an awesome pasta dinner, but we're all going to go see Dune 2 next week, so we'll give you that review next week. I'm sure it's great. Okay,
Nice.
That's it. Moving on. Oh boy, so relaxing. All right, let's do a vacation update. I've gone for a walk, I've had oatmeal, and I've shaved. I still need a shower. So, all right, so like I said, I guess March is coming up quick. we'll go over that, what I'm actually going to do next week, so you'll have a sense of what you'll get in the vlog, hopefully the week after. But we'll talk about all that next week, because I haven't really changed much. But my window for booking May did open, and I'm going to tell myself this, and maybe I'll remember it. But I'm also looking up stuff, so I can tell you everything here in a second. So the day my 60-day booking window opened, at midnight, events like lightsaber builds and things like that were open to me, but I had to wait till 6 a.m. for any kind of dining reservations, which includes Oga's Cantina. But I got some very cool stuff. I might still add or take away some things. We'll see how it goes. But my May trip is going to be a bit longer. I'll be staying at the Caribbean Resort. Hopefully, I got a request that I'm near the Skyliner, because the whole idea is a quick trip over to Hollywood Studios multiple times, occasionally to Epcot. But again, same flight structure as March, where I get out of here about 6 a.m. Well, I get out of the house about 4:45, but I leave Lexington about 6 a.m. and I'm down there about 10 by the park, to the hotel by 10:30, 11, to the park by 11:30. So May 2nd, which is a Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. So I get down there early. I'm going to do Hollywood Studios that first day, or at least to start. And then I may, go over to Epcot or something for some drinks later. I only booked one thing for now. One thing for now. And that is an Oga's Cantina run at 2 p.m. because I love Oga's. I'm going to go a bunch in May. And that's all I really got booked for that. May 3rd, which is a Friday, I'm starting off in the Magic Kingdom. And it looks like I'm going to spend most of the day in the Magic Kingdom. I don't know if I'll actually leave there that day. I got a 3:35 lunch at Jungle Navigation Company Limited Skipper Canteen. So that's because in Magic Kingdom, the only way to get drinks is at sit-down restaurants or to get in the lounges. But I also want to go to the Skipper Canteen. We were going to do that on our honeymoon, and we ended up canceling it when we started canceling all the... because I had so many dinner reservations, and having such tight times was becoming a real pain. But I want to go there, and this gives me an opportunity to have try some of their cocktails, because I hear they got some pretty good ones. The only other thing I then have is I went ahead and booked another dessert pre-party for the fireworks at 7:30, Tomorrowland Terrace. I found out they have a sit version too, where if you go half an hour later, pay a little bit more, you can actually sit on the terrace and watch. Thinking about switching, but I might also hold out and do that in July. So that's what I got, for May 3rd in Magic Kingdom. And then we have the big day, the whole reason I bought an annual pass and this multiple Disney trip started to begin with. May 4th, may the 4th be with you. I'm going to spend the entire day in Hollywood Studios, mostly in Batuu. Of course, I'm going to go over to Mickey's Runaway Railroad and maybe the Indiana Jones stunt show. I'll do a bunch of stuff there too. But what I actually have booked, because I'm going to spend a lot of time doing Star Wars Land, and hopefully I will get there like 11 in the morning or something, because I want to get some breakfast, maybe even earlier, because I want to try the breakfast Ronto wrap. And there's this like cold brew coffee with a whipped cream cheese and Cocoa Puffs I really want to try. Very curious about that whipped. But anyways, what I actually got booked, I got a 1 p.m. at Oga's, a 2:25 lightsaber build, and at that point there will only be 2 more combinations I can build until they refresh again, and I have no idea how long they wait to refresh. Then I booked a 3:30 p.m. and a 4 p.m. photo session at Capture Your Moment. They just started this in Batuu, so you get like a private photographer. They take you around and get you some really nice shots. Usually if you just book one 20-minute session, you get like 1 spot, maybe 2 if you're lucky. But if you book 2 back-to-back, you're gonna get like a nice 40-minute session, maybe a little longer, and get to at least go to a couple of spots over there. So that'll be really cool. Hopefully by then I'll have some costumey pieces. I'm gonna take a belt clip down so I can wear my new lightsaber and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be fun. Then I got a 5:20 p.m. Oga's to celebrate after, so I can drink. Then I got a few hours, and I got an 8:05 Oga's, because I believe they close up at 9 down there. I could have booked later, but I don't want to be running out of the park. So, and I'm probably going to do a droid build. I just don't know if I'm going to do it that day, but droid build's so easy, I'm not even really worried about booking it. So, plus, I might change my mind. But that's going to be a really fun, heavy Star Wars day. Lots of single rider on Millennium Falcon. Lots of Ronto, well, not lots of Ronto wraps, but definitely a Ronto wrap or 2, and some blue milk. Well, actually, I prefer the green milk. I'm going to try it spiked, but I'll probably do that in my March trip. All right, then we got May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to spend the whole day in Epcot. I'm not necessarily going to drink around the world, but I plan to taste a lot of foods and a lot of drinks in the Flower and Garden Festival, unless I find out that my allergies are too deadly. Not deadly, but. So I only got a couple things booked there. I got a 3 p.m. lunch. Oh, it's Space 2020, because I hear the drinks are great. and that place is hard to get into, so I wanted to grab one while I could. And then, of course, they have a fireworks show, so I grabbed an 8 p.m. dinner and fireworks. It's fireworks dining package, and Spice Road Mediterranean food sounded better than the other option, and it was cheaper. So I went with that. You get plenty of drinks, get a sit, and watch the fireworks from a nice vantage point. So that'll be really, really fun. And then, what are we? March 6th, I'm back over in Batu in Hollywood. I only got one thing booked. I booked a 1 p.m. Oga's because, again, I don't want to commit to being there later because I might switch parks. And then the last day, I'm going over to Animal Kingdom, and there's not really anything there I want to pre-book. Although I'm starting to think I wouldn't mind getting extra Animal Kingdom time in. So that's why I'm thinking about moving some stuff around, but we'll see. Not even going to hit Animal Kingdom in March. I don't really have time. And there's still some other things I may add. You know, I don't think I'll add much to that other than maybe some other Ogas, because by the time you get down there, you know, Oga's doesn't, at least in Florida, doesn't, in California, it fills up quick. So you got to be on top of your 60-day window for there. But Florida seems to be a little bit slower on filling up, but you don't want to wait till the end unless you just want to try and do the whole walk-up thing, which if you're trying to do it later at night, much easier. So that's why I thought I'd do it more in the afternoon. And again, just building one lightsaber because there's only 3 total I can still build. I don't foresee a parts refresh soon because they just happened before last October. So, you know, so that's kind of where we're at there. And, you know, they got a flight. Like, I probably got to leave the parks 4 or 5 o'clock on my last day, get to the airport, you know, same kind of flight home. And I get home just before midnight. So, you know, as long as the flights run okay. And that will be pretty awesome. And that'll be a much more leisurely trip. And by then I should be fully healed. Unless something else goes wrong. Knock on wood. So, very excited for that. And then the only trick with that is I realized that I might have to be booking my July stuff on my plane to the May trip. I'm not exactly sure exactly how the 60-day window lines up, but, you know, I'm going back July 2nd. And, so, I mean, it might be a little tight on my pre-book. And then, you know, I got booking for September to be there for our actual honeymoon, see some friends, do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, hopefully go over to Florida for a bit, Universal for a bit to do a couple of the nights of horror nights. I'm doing so much Disney, I'm probably only gonna get to do one RIP this year. We'll see how all that goes. Maybe I win, you know, I actually bought a scratch-off ticket. I bought 4 scratch-off tickets, I won $5. I spent $21.5, whoop-de shit, but, you know, I don't do that very often, but I'll turn that $5 into another ticket, and who knows, maybe I get lucky, and then I'll be like, hey, we're doing 2 RIPs. I don't know, I hadn't done scratch-offs in ages and ages and ages, and yeah, I think Mary's dad got some for Christmas, because apparently once a year or something, they'll buy a handful just for the hell of it, and I thought, that sounds fun, I want to do that, so. But I think that's currently the vacation update. I'm still looking at November, maybe the last week of November after Thanksgiving, and that should get me there for Life Day. And I want to try the Mickey Christmas parties. And I really want to stay at the Contemporary. Man, that's going to be expensive, especially if we don't get any kind of discounts for November, which currently they are not offering. And I don't know if they're going to add anything, but I'm like, ugh. Even the cheaper rooms at the Contemporary is pretty expensive. Like for one night in a Contemporary cheap room, I could buy a Steam Deck, like the high-end 1 terabyte OLED. But again, I want to do this at least once. And again, having all this surgery stuff and being down and out for 3 weeks, it made me say, you know what? I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm going to spend a lot of money on it this year. Hopefully not in the future. Hopefully I'll burn myself out a little bit, not want to go as much. But this year I'm sticking to that plan. I want to go every other month because I want to go in January of next year so I can do the Farts Festival, the Food and Arts Festival. And that way, you know, I kind of get to experience all the seasons all the time, a bunch of different hotels, and kind of get a better sense of when I really, really like going. Like, I love Halloween. I'm going to always want to go down for at least one Mickey's Halloween party. You know, especially because I also really want to make sure I go to some kind of horror nights at least every year if I can, for as long as I can. But being down and out made me think, you know, it kind of, again, it's that eye-opening thing about, I mean, I got real lucky. It turned out it wasn't really anything crazy. But who knows what could happen to you at any given moment. Because again, turns out my medical thing was just one of those random ass things that happens to random ass people at random ass times. So it's like, while I still can do this, I'm going to go do this, and I'm not going to feel too bad about it. I am still going to try and, you know, save my money here or there. I'm going to use Kroger to buy bottles of water for the room and stuff like that. I may use their locker. There's this whole locker system thing I'm looking into that I get a huge discount on as an annual pass holder. And the only other thing is I got my first issue today of the D23 magazine. Haven't really looked at it yet. It's pretty cool. Got a big sweet Aladdin Genie D23 magnet on the fridge. Still gotta get Mary set up in her D23 stuff. But I'm excited, man. I'm real excited. I'm getting real excited for this March trip. And because it's less than 2 weeks away, I've really got to start doing some packing. And I got to order a few things that I wouldn't normally take. But again, with, you know, the recovery from the surgery or whatever, it's like I might still need a few additional things down there just in case. Okay, that was a much longer vacation update than I anticipated. I need to go shower so I can get to the cooking, so Mary and I can get to the taste test, unboxing, and reviews, so I can wrap this up and edit it tonight. And we also have to do our Throwdown Thursday tonight. Wouldn't mind trying to get some trailers in tonight, because this week is busy. Next vlog, you'll probably see some of it, but this week, Mary and I are going to Louisville to see a stage play of Clue. Wednesday, we're going, Mary and I, with Dad to see Dune 2. Thursday, Comic-Con starts. Friday, Comic-Con continues. Saturday, a big Comic-Con day in the VIP party. We get to see Here Come the Mummies. Sunday, a little bit of Comic-Con, then the Oscars. And then I'm like ready to go on my trip. We got those few days, man. And I think there's some stuff going on in that week too. So wish me luck. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and get on it. Whew. Oh boy. Hey everybody, I'm not even gonna pretend to be drunk because it is early. It's honestly a little bit earlier than I should probably start drinking. But I wanna do this. We're gonna go play a video game. So I'm going to try basically freestyling. I'm going to create my own cocktail, sort of based on things I've read, sort of my own thoughts. I mean, it can't be terrible. So we're going to try to do another one of these floats. We're going to try another margarita float, but we're going to do it the way I think it should be done, which is more of a 7-Up and sherbet float. That's what I grew up with. So the orange sherbet will be a bit more like doing a Cointreau, even though we're going to use some. We got some tequila. We got some triple sec or Cointreau. We got some 7-Up. We got some lime juice, freshly squeezed. I've let this sit out just for a few minutes just to get a little soft, but I do get some hot water back here. Hello?
Okay. I saw it.
No.
It hurt
Okay.
a bit, honey.
I've been waiting long enough. Don't delay any further.
Fine.
So there's a nice little scoop. We're going to do 2 scoops today because I love some orange sherbet. Now, lime sherbet may also be the way to go here. I'm not really sure. So that's not as pretty a scoop, but whatever. Boom. Okay. Whoops. Right in my mouth. Yeah. That's good. All right, so. Okay, let's go hard. Hey, look, that did come off easier. Thank you for cleaning it. I'm gonna do 2 ounces of tequila. We got some silver 1800 here. Put that over the ice cream. Interesting, it did carbonate slightly, but not as bad as putting the tequila over vanilla ice cream. And then hopefully I've got an ounce left here, so I don't have to open the other one.
Somehow.
Oh yeah, the cream. Yeah, I'm gonna do an ounce. Go ahead, sorry.
This is like where this is a non-cream based ice cream.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to open the other one. Looked like there was quite a bit more than that in there.
Oopsies. Something about the alcohol and the way cream reacts somehow causes it to be foamy.
Could be. All right, so open up a fresh bottle of Cointreau. Get to that ounce. Okay. And then let's throw in an ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Wasn't sure, but that's exactly what was in there from half of a lime.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And then for the rest of this, we'll go 7-Up. Got another one of these tiny 7.5 cans. And let's see how bad this part goes. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's give it a little.
Now you might try tipping it and pouring it down the side.
Maybe. But let's give that first part a little bit of a stir up just to go ahead and kind of get those liquors and juices mixed together. carbonation, but nothing crazy.
Okay, well, you don't tilt it if you're not actually pouring it down the side. The whole point is to...
I'm trying to hit the side. It's just, I know I should have done this different, but still not foaming up nearly like the Sprite one did, so that's pretty good. I say the can is about right there right now, roughly.
Okay. It's only maybe about a third foam.
Yeah, that definitely went a lot nicer.
Kind of hard to...
Yeah, the foam's about here. And I guess from here we can take a taste. We might put more 7-Up in there, but
Okay.
kind of excited about this.
Somebody's pleased with themselves.
I do think it could probably use the rest of the 7-Up, but and honestly, I'm not quite getting as much of the sherbet as I would have expected, but the orange is there, and the lime is there. It doesn't really taste like tequila heavy or anything.
It does look very orange juicy from here.
It's not quite orange juicy, but let's get a little more of that in there.
Of course, that might just be the color tone on the camera right now.
Yeah. Now, did you want to try this one? I think this is pretty good.
I'll give it a sip.
Granted, I don't know that these are necessarily your flavor profiles. Are you coming around? Okay. Well, I wasn't sure because I hadn't checked for mail or addresses, so.
Yeah, you don't want film over there.
And that's what I figured.
Not bad.
And that's for her, and she doesn't, I don't think you're a big orange sherbet lady.
Well, no, actually, I like orange sherbet. I just
Okay.
don't like fucking creamsicles.
Okay, no, that's fair, which I also want to try some form of that cocktail.
Let's see.
But,
I just want it to be colder, though.
well, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could shake your liquors, but then you're going to water it down if you shake it with some ice, but...
Yeah.
Because the ice cream and the soda are cold, so it should be...
I know, it just seems like it's not as cold as it could be. That's... I don't know, that's just...
But what I will take is... Okay, I will take that Mary actually thought that wasn't bad. She's like, oh yeah, like you could drink
Again,
that.
Yeah. This falls in the category of, if you gave me one, I'd drink it, but I probably wouldn't ask for it.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's what I should do to get rid of foam. But I am pleased as punch. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's the first time I've actually created a cocktail. And it's good.
I'm pretty sure you've created something before.
Maybe. Well, I guess technically the White Russian float. I mean, these probably exist. I'm just saying I came to them with my own knowledge and my own concepts and made it work. And I'm a happy camper. And honestly, maraschino cherry might actually be kind of cool in this, but I'm not going to do it because I'm out of room. All right, well, there you go. This is going to be a delicious cocktail. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, I would definitely drink this again. I kind of wonder on this one what a salted rim would be like. That kind of orange sherbet, it's like a salty orange sherbet. By the way, I've started watching the YouTube channel How to Drink. So if you don't know about that channel, go watch that channel. He's awesome. All right, we're going to go play wrestling. Games, video games. Maybe real life, we'll see. Well, there you have it. That is this week's vlog. Next week's vlog, I hope to cook something Disney related. We will open the Mickey's Runaway Railroad train. I just wanted to wait till closer. We'll have our Oscar watch. Some Lexington Comic-Con footage, because that's coming up this week. We'll have our Dune 2 review. Probably a couple other movie reviews. Hopefully I'll remember to do a PlayStation Portal thoughts section. And all that and more coming at you next week. Plus, no, I won't really be able to have a medical update by then. But thank you for joining me. Hopefully you had a good time. I had a good time. Let's all have a good time together. Comment below. Let me know. What do you think? Any ideas, tips, tricks? I don't care. Whatever. What do you want to talk about? I like to hear you talk. And other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together because we have integrity. Integrity Farms. I can go for some Integrity Farms if only it was legal. What else do I do here? Oh, yeah. All right, check out my music. Wherever you listen to music, look up TheEricButts. Definitely try a couple of songs. I'm very excited. I've legitimately started planning for getting back to work on the Mary EP Part 2. So hopefully that'll be out this year at some point. So check out Mary EP Part 1 and other stuff, because it's the first time I've listened to it in months last night. I was like, God, yeah, this is really good. I still have some room for improvement on my mastering and mixing. It's really good. Trust me, I'm a harsh critic. If you don't know anything about mixing or mastering, it's going to sound fine to you. Only if you're like a actual, engineer would you be like, it's a little compressed here or there. But, I mean, in general, I'm generalizing. Who knows? I don't know you that well. So, but check that out and check me out. You can also go to TheEricButts.com for all that funky butts fun you're looking for. And, of course, there's more with the links in the description below. So click that see more button to see more butts. Now I'm going to get on out of here so Mary and I can go do our Throwdown Thursday on a Monday, because we ain't got no more time this week. And then we can watch one more Oscar movie. And then I can come back and do all the rest of the stuff and talk to y'all next week. So I'm going to do that. I'll see you all later. Love y'all. Oh, boy.